For the only time this year does a Tokyo tournament not result in a Yokozuna promotion. And thankfully, the two men promoted are basking in better headlines. At his morning after conference, held at his Ibaraki stable, Onosato confessed it felt different to take the cup as a Yokozuna. The pressure vaporizing from his shoulders, no doubt. His September showing brings him the Most Annual Wins Award with a tournament to spare. Aonishiki unable to catch him, as his first 12 wins this year came in Division 2. Having come so close last year to equaling Taiho's feat of taking that prize during Top Flight debut year, I was adamant I would claim it this time, Onosato said. He's also the first Japanese-born to win 3 cups in a year since Takanohana in 1997. This is just so fantastic, as I spent lots of time on the tour bus glued to Takanohana videos and learning so much from them, Sato said. I want to get closer to his awesome level in every aspect. It should be noted Takanohana was kind to his master when the latter was up against it at the end of his active days. As Takahanada, that future Yokozuna performed in the last London exhibition. Turning his eyes to the upcoming one, Onosato said, I'm personally looking forward, and I imagine overseas fans can't wait to see us live. I want sumo to be in focus on an international scale, and if asked to address the crowd in English, I'll be sure to do my best. Exhaling with relief, no doubt, is the Yokozuna Council, hitherto under fire for distancing itself from its own rushed promotion decisions. Chairman Tadamori Oshima echoed a Sunday morning TV show watched by people of his age group by saying, "Bravo, bravo." He added, "The Taiho era is finally upon us. Both Yokozuna fulfilled the heavy responsibilities of their rank. What we saw was their ability to move on from the setback of seeing a Maegashira wrestler take July's cup and train relentlessly to put things right. More of the same from now on, please." On Day 14's sidestep gate, he said, "Our meeting gave rise to various opinions, and the public has had its pronounced say. But personally, in the world of combat, I feel winning is obviously highly important, and given the title was in sight, I can comprehend Hoshoryu's actions." Also abused online last week was Asahakuryu for his shove at the end of his bout with Mita. Sumo judges calling him in for words, but accepting it was more out of passion than malice. Hakuryu subsequently walked away with Division 2 honours on salary debut, and said, "I don't really know why I've succeeded so quickly, but it seems all the training I've done each day has been right for me. Basically, if I land my left grip, I can make things happen. I also think my ability to switch off helps. If I think about sumo too much, I just heap pressure on myself to win. When I hit the lead on day 13, I hopped straight onto my futon and just lazed around." Sadly though, with just the 2 wrestlers coming down from above, a top-tier debut will have to wait. Asanoyama, meanwhile, finished 1 win behind and said, "Obviously mixed feelings. I'm happy for Hakuryu as a colleague, but regretful that someone else in my stable could do what I couldn't. I turned up on the final day willing to fight 3 or 5 times, if that's what it took for the second-tier crown. But I suppose," he joked, "my knee is happy it only fought once." He continued, "Given my first few bouts, I thought I'd be lucky to get to 9 wins, but my game improved in the second week, and my sumo sense is coming back. Now just to work on the weaker points and get myself right for November." In which he will bid to become the first man to rise from Division 4 to Division 1 thrice. Division 3 saw a musclier Enho post his best score since March. Just weeks on from a left foot fracture, he said, "I'm just relieved to get through September without further injury. I'll reflect on what went wrong this time and try to reduce my defeats column to 0 in November. It is touch and go as to whether he'll get a slot in the top 15, but he'll be there or thereabouts. He threw salt for the first time in over 2 years on the final day, and claimed he was more at home with that kind of pre-match routine. He also disclosed that his weight went up over a tournament fortnight for the very first time. "I hated rice before, but now it's all I eat," he laughed. "And even if it takes me an hour, I ensure that I consume enough to keep the poundage up." We will have some specific news on ups and downs tomorrow, but one man who might agonizingly miss out on a second-tier bow is Asahakuryu Goshima, the 2024 East Japan Student Champion. He finished on 6-1 at Makushita 5 after forcing out second-tier Kyokukayu, which will earn him a bonus point, as did this felling of Wakanosho, but so many men above him have winning scores as well. "It feels like the age of the uni wrestler turned professional ace," he said, "and I want to play my part in that. I model my sumo style on my master, ex-Ozeki Musoyama, whose advice on the final day was, 'Settle this bout in the charge.' Goshima is doing yet tougher charging practice than in his uni days, and has brushed up his belt work as well. And his feats can only make us more excited about student Yokozuna Bukchulun, whose Kasugano stable official debut is fast approaching."